Some days, the internet questions the very nature of reality. And then, there are legends, like finding out the Coldstream Guards, a regiment best known for looking like toy soldiers guarding Grandma's jewellery box, have banged out Black Sabbath's Paranoid in front of Buckingham Palace. Several centuries of British tradition, all culminating in soldiers with hats the size of Fiat 500s jamming to heavy metal. If the Empire ever strikes back, it'll probably be with a killer riff. Now, for the uninitiated, the changing of the guard is a sacred ceremony featuring synchronized foot stomping, aggressive straight faces, and tourists testing the limits of their selfie sticks. So when Reddit poster Tarek TV declared, Coldstream Guards played Paranoid at the changing of the guard, R.I.P. Ozzy Osbourne. Mighty. You, Tarek TV, it's not just a meme, it's the closest thing Britain has had to a revolution since David Beckham switched hair gel brands. 23,000 upvotes. That's almost the entire population of a mid-sized English cathedral town saying, yes, I too want my national pageantry with a side of existential crisis and killer bass line. The top commenter wrote, that moment you know you're on top when the Coldstream Guards bust out Paranoid at Buckingham. That moment you know you've peaked. Buckingham freaking Palace is vibrating to the voice of a man who once bit the head off a bat. Somewhere, a very old ghost in Windsor Castle is clutching a string of pearls, yelling, "This is how the monarchy falls! Yes, And then there's the comment, "Guy crushed Tony solo." No context needed. Tony Iommi, the main riff machine himself, presumably did feel a disturbance in the force as an army brass section murdered/honored his solo with the power of 9,000 trombones. Heavy metal at its finest, parent-approved, and performed by men who consistently rock more chinstrap than an entire decade of YouTube pranksters. But let's not forget Felis Cantabrigiensis dropping facts. Well, he was a prince. Touché, Reddit. Aussie Prince of Darkness by title, Prince of Memes by legacy, and now quite possibly honorary Prince of Buckingham. The Queen might want her own entrance music, but let's be honest, God Save the Queen has nothing on Finished with My Woman because she couldn't help me with my mind, if you're trying to keep the Commonwealth awake. Meanwhile, the tourists watching are clearly living through history. There are people whose Instagram captions now read, "Came for royalty, stayed for Sabbath." Somewhere, a child is asking, "Mum, is the king inside?" And the answer is no, but the spirit of Birmingham's finest export is outside. And let's talk about the uniforms. Military precision, timeless pageantry, and now, apparently, a surprise side quest as the world's fanciest tribute band. If you thought the British Empire peaked when they got tea from China, think again. It's when a bassoon started shredding Ozzy Osbourne under a sky full of pigeons. Let's not ignore the context here either. Black Sabbath. The soundtrack of angst, rebellion, and that one after-school special where Timmy finds out what happens if you play records backwards. And now, literally a royal endorsement. Next up, Ed Sheeran covers Iron Maiden in Westminster Abbey. The real question, is this the British monarchy embracing modernity, or have the guards simply run out of Sousa marches and needed to improvise? If someone doesn't edit this video with Ozzy himself squinting in approval and maybe throwing up a royal bat signal, we have collectively failed as a society. In the end, what have we learned? Not much. Except that even the most stone-faced traditions can get a little weird, given enough Reddit momentum and a passing interest in metal.
Put your right foot forward and your left foot back and slide around like on a Nordic track. Move to the left, step.
This is culture evolving in real time. A parade of tradition with a mosh pit of memes. God save the Queen, but please, someone save the guards from spontaneous crowd surfing. And hey, if you want more history, memes, and the slow cultural creep of heavy metal infiltrating polite society, click subscribe. Don't wait for the guards to play your personal anthem. Summon the power of your mouse and join the parade. It's what Ozzy would want, probably. Thank you.